has the and we got Saweetie in the news. White people will tell you who Saweetie is for the people who want to know, man. Saweetie is out here and she's in these streets, and it is pretty much confirmed.
Why do I have
that? Yeah.
I haven't showered in 3 days and I smell like a bag.
Round sound effect. All right, Saweetie. We're going to go ahead, and white people are saying, what is a Saweetie? When I first heard of her, I didn't know what a Saweetie was either. All right, but let's show you real quick. The monetized dating marketplace has never gone anywhere. It is just overt. It is out there. This is a Saweetie. All right, she is known as a rapper, but she's known as also a rapper's girlfriend. But she's been recently exposed by her manager, right? Her former manager, as an escort. So we're going to talk about this. The monetized dating marketplace is here to stay. All right. And what you thought men were doing that were highly entertainers, athletes, and rappers, you thought they were getting women for free, but nope, they were paying. All right. So we're going to break this down according to, let's break it down right here, according to multiple sources here. Oh, before we talk about Saweetie, I have to talk about this. Rick Ross, all right, has allegedly broke up with his girlfriend, his monetized girlfriend. Apparently, he's sick and tired of her not showing any public displays of affection. And we've showed this before right here. He obviously got, would be qualified as a JUCO. But as you can see here, this is Rick Ross and his girlfriend. She refuses to kiss him in public. And so when your JUCO does this, yeah, you got to call her out on this. Apparently, this was not a part of the purchase. All right. And he tried to prance her around as his girlfriend, and it didn't work. As you can see here. Sorry for the audio here. That's her. She's a flat back supermodel with a very, very struggle ponytail in the back there. I mean, what is the point at this point? All right. And this is Rick Ross here with this girl hugged up on his flat back. She's not putting her pelvis near his pelvis area. All right. Voiding the stomach. She's leaning in, turning her head away from him, as you can see clearly here in the footage there. She's holding on tight so that he don't slip her a kiss. All right. There it is. There's the pull away right there. All right, there's the seriousness there's a seriousness of the act there, the face there. She knows this is an alarming activity, and he normally tries to stick his slithery tongue down her throat. And there it is, the pull away right there. You didn't pay for that service, sir. All right, some escorts don't let you kiss them on the lips as to not be attached to them. And so, no, sir. And look at him. He like, bitch, are you crazy? I paid for this service. All right. And she's like, nope, I'll put my little punani on your little dills, Nick, right there. There's her closing in the gap with the pelvis, but no pelvis and mouth at the same time. You either get the pelvis or the mouth. All right. And so here he is right there. And there she is smiling in his face, playing with him again. This is earlier this year. No, sirree, Bob. All right. You have to pay extra for those services, sir. Yeah. I don't care if you the boss. All right, your breath smell like dried up brisket back in there, bruh. And Rick Ross said, bitch, you gonna play me like that? And there it is right there. There it is right there. There's the head turn again. He was like, bitch, I thought I done told you, and I'm gonna lick your ear. And she said, nah, not today, Sam. Not today. All right, you ain't getting these lips. All right, so this is the monetized dating marketplace. I mean, even the rappers, the athletes, they're all participating in it. And a lot of you guys are caught up in your feelings. I know they get some free girls here and there, but even free women are detrimental to these guys. All right, look at the free women Shannon Sharp got, costing $20 million. All right, so he's like, nah, fuck all that. People are wising up. So let's go back to Saweetie, to the white people, Saweetie. All right, Saweetie, the rapper Saweetie exposed by her friend and former manager for allegedly working as an escort. Now, this is not a surprise. I mean, come on, bro. I mean, how else does she get money? I mean, what else should we do? What kind of talent does she has? Allegedly, she went to the University of Southern California at one point. She's from Los Angeles drag, and she's a good-looking woman. All right, I'll put something on it, sweetie. When you ever get in a bind, let me know. But what else could she be making money from? Her assets, her youth, her beauty, her fertility, and also her assets. All right. And let's go ahead and go to the story here. Apparently, this manager hooked her up recently with a football star. As you guys know, the athletes that make the most money, football stars and baseball stars. All right. These men make the biggest money. Basketball players coming in a little bit after that. And then you got NASCAR and F1, Formula One, and all that shit. All over and above that. But she recently been hooking up with this football star, And the manager claims that she hooked him up, so she want her pay. Let's go ahead and give you right here. Man, hold up for a second. All right, this is not the best screen to show you. Let me go ahead and pull this up on another screen. Where is the other screen? Right here. Oh man, bad screen. All right, so let's go ahead and pull this article up because we have this article about this. It says right here, Saweetie's accused of exploiting rumored boyfriend Jaden Sancho by alleged ex-manager. Saweetie has been rumored in a relationship with footballer Jaden Sancho since early 2025, but now Maybach May, who claims to be her former tour manager, has come forward to claim she owes her money and has been using her celebrity boyfriend for money. Here are the details. I don't believe she's using him. I don't believe he feels used. All right. He getting a pound of pussy from her. Saweetie and Jaden Sancho has been rumored boyfriend and girlfriend since January of 2025. And now the rapper is facing allegations of using her celebrity partner for money. On an October 8th post emerged on an Instagram account, Maybach May, who claims she was the ex-manager for the star. In a series of stories and posts tagging the icy girl directly, she claims she hadn't received payment for her work, and particularly that trip to Chelsea FC where she fell in love with Jaden. All right, so now let me just clear this up. There is some video of the alleged incident, and all I got is a screenshot right now. Unfortunately, that's all I have to show you here is a screenshot in which the alleged manager, Maybach May, is shown at the initial meeting. All right, so this is the initial meeting, and as you can see the picture here, the woman over the shoulder of Jaden Sancho, that's the manager. You can see that right there, and there's a video of this. There is a video of this. I don't know if you guys know. There's a video of this said introduction in which Jaden runs over and hugs Saweetie. Saweetie is here pictured hugging with the face away. This is the initial meeting. The manager is over the shoulder looking at this, and the manager is saying, I booked that arrangement. I booked that connection. And whether it's a tour appearance, a signing appearance, whether it's an appearance to do concerts, which nobody's going to watch Saweetie do a concert, or whether I set you up with the superstar, you owe me a fee because I'm a madam. All right. I am Mama San. All right. I set you up. So if you're living off of him and you're getting paid off of him and he's giving you an allowance, I need my money. Bitch better have my money. She said, I needs my money, bitch. Pay up. You think you're going to parlay and then you're going to have me hooking you up with all these niggas with money and you getting a fee and you giving me a cut, but you going to reach this nigga? You going to reach the top of the elite of the athlete and you ain't going to pay me my money? Bitch better have my money. That's what the manager is saying. Bitch, you out here shopping and shit, falling in love? Oh, hell no. You done fell in love with your trick? Bitch, you done fell in love with your trick? Oh, hell no. Give me my money. That's what the manager's allegedly saying. You can't fall in love with your trick and cut me out the motherfucking pie. It says right here that the alleged manager also claims that the star was using the footballer for his money and then threatened to expose her with the slew of wild claims. One post read, instead of paying me, she fell in love with the client. Okay, I got to show you this on screen. All right, just so you can see here. She fell in love with the client. All right, here, and told him not to pay me. She got what she wanted and never paid me. Simple. Bitch better have my money. Damn, this is serious allegations here. Another read, Sancho, after you done paying and getting tattoos of a whore you barely know, run me my money. She hates her career, so you came right on time like the trick you are. God damn, she flaming. She flaming. She flaming, calling her a trick and a hoe, a escort, and all kind of shit. The monetized dating marketplace is here. Bitch better have my money, bitch. All right, I hooked her up with you, nigga, and y'all want to cut me out? Run me my money. Pay me my bread. Where my finder's fee, ho? You can't cut the pimp out. It's an evil world, man. All right, we do have more to this story here. Oh, by the way, just so you guys can see here, you fell in love with your client. This is what the manager is insinuating. This is TMZ a few months ago. Saweetie and Sancho, soccer star, gets rapper's name tatted behind his ear. Just so you can see right there, it says, I don't know, is that her real name? Cueva? I'm not sure if that's her real name.
Our dating landscape confuse you? Have many of the standards that you heard, you're kind of tired of hearing about, and you're wondering, what does it all mean? Well, look no further. Join us talking about the monetized dating marketplace right now on Locals, and it is CoachGregAdams.locals.com. You can create a free account to join the conversation between the Coach Gang members, but also on Sunday, we do a live stream demonstrating all aspects of the monetized dating marketplace. And coming soon in 2025, you're going to have access to a sample of the monetized dating marketplace course where you can get information related to how to participate in the monetized dating marketplace and or how to understand it, so you're not out here spinning your wheels trying to figure out how you're going to best deal with the monetized dating marketplace. Listen, everything and every aspect of dating is monetized. We just want to relieve the frustration that you might have about it. So the best way to do it is make a free account right there on Locals, CoachGregAdams.locals.com. You can get access to those live streams, but create a free account. Just join the conversation. I am the only one covering this conversation from this point of view. And yes, I am ahead of my time. Get ahead of the information before you're priced out.
All right, but I'm sure Saweetie, he doesn't want to type Sweetie, but he done tatted her name on the name. Oh my goodness. And there's Saweetie acting like a, a nice little JUCO. She playing the game. She like, hey, let me look up Jaden's contract. Jaden Sancho contract. Let's look at what he makes. Apparently he makes in and around. Oh man, he must be falling off. All right. I got 65 million. I got $65 million. 5 years, 65 million. Somebody just typed that. City Boy Chad. Shout out to you, City Boy Chad.
City Boy! City Boy!
$65 million. That ain't nothing to sniggle at. Average salary, $13 million a year. This is big boy money, big boy bread over there. And it's a guy who is a superstar over there, not much of a superstar over here. We don't have that following, that passion for football over here like the people over in Europe and over in Spain, Italy, Portugal, and all the people in La Liga and in the Spanish league and the Mexican league. The Mexicans like it too. All right, but looks like, is he at the tail end of his contract, the tail end of his years? He's at 1 year left. All right, 1 year. All right, so he in here breaking in the big dough. So if you can look at this, Saweetie's like, oh, hell yeah. But the manager like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. The manager like, bitch, run me my dough. And so we got here, there's the tattoo. And guess what? Saweetie's like, I'm not going to play no whore no more. I'm going to cover up. All right, there she is with her BBL and all of that shit right there. All right, and there they, oh, is this the video? Oh, this is the video on Twitter. So this is the initial introduction right here. Remember the picture we saw? So there he is hugging. Oh, wait. Oh, hold up. Can y'all see this? Oh, wait, y'all can't see it. Hold on for a second. Let me pull this up over here. All right, so we do have the initial introduction to people, man. Boy, you can't do shit on the internet these days. They're going to have the receipts. And so here we go right here. Let me run this shit back. All right, so this is where the madam, if you can see here, Saweetie's the one here, center screen. The madam or the manager is the shorter individual with the black jacket and the fat booty. All right, Saweetie appears the one in the hat, all right, next to her left. And Sancho is running up right here. You're going to see here in a minute. This appears to be the initial introduction, which I'll show you the picture. There's the picture of it right there. The initial introduction. And so look at the manager, the momager, the manager, the pimp, the madam. There's the initial induction to Saweetie. All right, with the manager present. This is why she want her fee. Okay. That's why she won her fee. Okay. So there's the hookup. I do say for this purposes, she deserves her money. All right. I do side with the manager on this one. Bitch better have your money. So, Saweetie, you owe the manager on this one. If you've elevated your life in y'all agreement as an escort, pimp, manager, whatever it is, you owe her, you owe the manager. All right, because there's the manager with the introduction. There's the evidence right there. So if Saweetie was an escort, and for all intents and purposes, it's not a surprise, you owe the manager. That's a finder's fee like a motherfucker. And look at the manager like, bitch, go get him. Go get the trick. All right, go get the trick. Bitch, play the money. All right, manager need to come with the switchblade and backhand pimp slap this woman. All right, I'm not saying this. All right. All right, so there's the actual proof there, and it says right here, let me see it in the story. This refers to just a few weeks prior in breaking news in September when Jaden got a tattoo of the rapper's girlfriend's middle name, Cueva, behind his ear. While the couple has remained super private over the year, the most recent evidence of this tattoo, which seemingly confirms their romance, so these allegations and accusations arising just weeks after, makes the allegations more uncomfortable. The supposed ex-manager also shared a private text message she claimed was from Saweetie, which read, when bitches run it up on Jaden, how much they doing in a weekend? Okay. Just so we can see this is nigga shit. I don't even know that if I read it right. All right. So there's the alleged text message right there, allegedly. When bitches run it up on Jaden, how much they doing in a weekend? I'm assuming this is the madam saying that this came from Saweetie. Yes, this came from Saweetie. Sancho, after you done paying and getting tattoos of a hoe, okay, you barely know, run me my money. She hates her career, so you came right on time like the trick you are. I just want what y'all owe me. Okay, now there's another text message right here. Something witchcraft and liquor is one hell of a mix. Send me my bread home wrecker at Saweetie. And this one says, I want to make one thing clear. I booked her for an appearance to visit the Chelsea Stadium and support the soccer team, as my last post shows. Instead of paying me, she fell in love with the client and told him not to pay me. I was a road manager with her, getting her deals. I was solid to this girl. She got what she wanted and never paid me. Simple. I want my money. Okay, damn, the pimp madam coming in hardcore. Okay. Let me put this up on the screen here. We'll give you a chance to voice your opinion right here. Does Saweetie owe the manager money? Does Saweetie owe the manager money on this one? Okay. Let me see here. Let's go down further. The footballer earns £200,000 a week in his first current contract. And the fans were joking about how he could have accepted a lower contract because Saweetie asked for her third Birkin this week. By the way, for those who don't know, Saweetie came up with the phrase, if your niggy don't buy you a Birkin, throw the whole niggy away. All right. For those who don't remember that. And this is where we have to understand that a lot of women and men are very much highly coached by pimp culture. I did a stream on this. A lot of you guys are trying to take pimp culture into dating, and that's why you're struggling. All right. You're trying to bring this pimp lingo relationships, and it's not going to work. All right. Then that you wonder why you're struggling. Then I said a lot of women are bringing hoe culture in their relationship. They're bringing hoe activity into relationships, saying a man need to pay this, he need to buy this, he need to have this, he need to have 100K. This is hoe escort culture. But we've merged these cultures into what people want to do, but they want to do everything but pimp and hoe. Okay. Like niggas want to give women, when you want to make her a whore, but you don't want to pay her like a whore. Women want to be paid like whores, but don't want to be called whores. Like, you guys got to stop it. It's not going to work that way. If y'all want to do pimp hoe shit and hook up and fuck each other and all this shit, why don't you pay and then she's a whore? Why don't, ladies, if you want to get paid and taken out on trips and dates, be a good whore. Be an honest, good whore. Be a good whore. All right. But when you're a whore, you're a whore. And I got to slap that dick on your forehead. Like, ain't no in between. If y'all want to be regular normie motherfuckers, be regular normie motherfuckers and do y'all 50-50 relationships and shut the fuck up. All right. But what happens is these Saweeties of the world want to act like they're regular girls and they're whores. Allegedly. And then people are surprised when they out here get caught selling pussy. All right. Well, and the madam calls them out and the trick calls them out. And then all of a sudden they want to play innocent, look like Chris Angel's girl. She was probably a JUCO, and now she's trying to be an honest mother. Nah, man, be that whore you were. Don't try to change that shit up now. All right. If you a hoe, you want to be a hoe. How do I know? Because I told you so. By the way, this is Saweetie with the author of the book, 48 Laws of Power, Robert Greene, in the year 2019, before we knew what a Saweetie was. Oh, yeah. She's not beating these allegations. Yeah, right. These allegations cannot be beat. All right. I don't even know if she was rich and famous by then. She was just, yeah. I'm going to say escort. That's all I'm going to say here. I'm going to say you can't beat them allegations. If an old white man is smashing, you selling that punani. That punani getting sold from city to city to coast, all right? From ocean to ocean. Now you overseas over the pond and that pussy getting sold. Bitch better have my money. This woman is not for free, all right? This dude has probably examined those effects, all right? The inside of them guts. And white men own black women. Never forget it, all right? The white man can always get your black woman at any time of the day, any day of the week. You niggas think black women are yours? No, that's the white man's woman. And you better recognize this and believe this. Your women are spoils of war. Them women don't belong to you, nigga. That's the white man's woman, all right? Asian women, you too. Asian women, you too. Chung Lee, Chung, Chin, Ricky Tan. Them Asian women belong to the white man. Vietnam, Hong Kong, nigga, Nagasaki, Hiroshima. Them women, Vietnam, them women gonna bow down to that white man. The white man run the Asian and the black woman. It is. I don't want to hear shit but a tampon. All right. These allegations cannot be beat. All right. It says right here, in this situation here, we do have possibly further evidence of this. These are rumors and innuendo from the manager. It says right here, Saweetie has reportedly been exposed for working as an escort to make ends meet after her music sales have dropped. There was rumors that she really flopped on her last album. Let me see here. Saweetie's album sales. Her last album really flopped. Album sales, last album. Do they still call them albums? Right? Or streams? Yeah, this was during the first week. This was reported in November of 2022. Man, my memory, I forget a lot of shit, but some reason I remember this shit. Maybe it's because it's my job. She sold 2,000 units in 1 week. The first week, 2,000 units. This low sales figure was notably due to her large social media following, which would be weird. You have millions of social media followers and you can't sell but 2,000 copies. Like that's pretty bad. I mean, I sold 2,000 books right in my first week. Not really, but let me see what her IG following is. She has 12 million followers, which probably you could say half of them are bought. I'll give you half. Okay. Or a third or 2/3 of followers bought. But you push 2,000 albums and your Instagram got 12 mil. Your TikTok, let me see what your TikTok hitting on. TikTok sitting on 60. No, that's wrong. 5.4 million on TikTok, and you push 2,000 records. Do they still call them records? That is pretty bad. That is pretty bad. So you then see why then she probably had to resort to putting that pussy for sale. It is what it is. All right. This is all alleged. A friend who was connected with her, a football star, called her out on IG for refusing to pay them. It says one commentator from Nigeria said she almost got in trouble with the wife of a Nigerian businessman when she visited in 2024. These allegations are strong. And it says Saweetie was in Nigeria December 2024 in the name of shooting a music video with an Afrobeat artist. But the tea is that she came as an escort to a rich Nigerian businessman. She almost got in trouble with the man's wife. And listen, I don't mind a good whore. I mean, listen, if she's selling that thing, baby, Saweetie, come on through. I don't think I can afford you. It's not a woman's out of your league. She's just out of your price range. At this particular point, she hot topic right now. So I don't think I can be able to afford your fee. Certainly not your manager's fee. That strag is lethal. Definitely don't want that strag in my damn apartment trying to collect her money. I might have to knock a strag head off.
The Money Mindset 2025. Join us if you are looking to elevate your mindset to the next level and get your financial information and game back to where it needs to be. This is the Blue Chip Mindset on steroids. We have 80 plus episodes from the last 2 years that you missed available via playback. You can get all of those episodes. Also, every live stream on Sunday night with all of our great contributors with subjects, cryptocurrency, investment, money 101, money 201. Also, if you're looking to become a social media content creator, this is the group for you. 2 times a month, we give you content creator information about how much money you can make via content creation. What are the most popular forms of content creation coming forward in the next few years, and how you can capitalize on an opportunity to be a content creator. Join patreon.com/Coach Greg Adams to find the Money Mindset link. Let's get our Blue Chip Mindset on. The window is still open.
All right, but here's the reality. What men and women have to understand, especially the younger men and women, that is pussy for sale out here, nigga. If you got the money, she got the pussy. All right, that's what's happening out here.
Because I got the pussy for the money. If you got the money for the pussy.
Now, men don't want to understand this because in 2025, y'all men think y'all supposed to get pussy off merit. Y'all think y'all supposed to be a good boy or a pookie broke nigga, and y'all think that these women around here fumbling around here mismanaging they pussy because they so dumb. But at the end of the day,
because I got the pussy for the money. If you got the money for the pussy.
When you get 40 and 45, you might wake up and get a reality call and realize you could have been smashing these bitches for a couple of, meals, a couple of nights out, and a couple of meals, and a couple of $100.
Because I got the pussy for the money. If you got the money for the pussy.
All right, but y'all was trying to earn it and do better and compete, and then talk down to the pookie, talk down to the tricks and the lames and the simps. And at the end of the day,
because I got the pussy for the money. If you got the money for the pussy.
All right, and at the end of the day, you could have cracked somebody that was completely out of your league for a couple of paychecks. I mean, all right. At the end of the day, that's what could have happened. But at the end of the day, y'all niggas thought it was about merit and God.
When I start selling pussy, I don't want to hear it.
All right. At the end of the day, you didn't realize this, but at the end of the day ends.
I looked at it as I have an ATM between my legs, and I'm just using it. All I got to do is put my card in, and that's it. And put the PIN number, and boom, money just comes right out.
But y'all wanted to be out here talking about they going for these rappers, and they only go for the high value man, and they want status. At the end of the day, you could have just used the peace sleeve as an ATM. The oldest profession ain't never going away. And in this economic terms, that's what it is. Now, y'all ain't got to do it. I ain't got to justify my bad behavior out here. I'm a whole demon out here. I told y'all, I'm a predator. I'm a shark. All right, I know what time it is. I ain't playing no games with these women, bitch. If you got nothing but you want to bump your gums and talk and have a conversation and connect, you got the wrong one. All right. If you want to throw those legs open like a goalpost and get fed and get you a little couple hundo to hold on to till you make it to your next payday, call your boy. Call your boy. All right. Ain't no shame in my game out in this motherfucker. But the reality is, ain't no shame in a lot of these women game out here. All right. They will date your goofy ass and string your ass along and let you follow old CGA over here. All right. Because every time you get your girl and you think you got her for free, I done busted that thing out 3 times before she came to see your goofy ass. But that's the reality of it. These people out here, women are following these women. All right. The rappers are all paying for these women. So are the athletes. All right. This is a megastar athlete. Payday. All right. Arriva Dirce. It's Dre Day, Payday, or Arriva Dirce. And Saweetie ain't the only one. Somebody said this. I mean, I've been highly suspect of Laura and Harvey for a long time. Lori Harvey. Now, people don't realize this, and they say, why would Saweetie be selling that thing out there? She can make more money selling that thing than she gonna sell records and pulling concert tickets. We know that. Same thing as a Lori Harvey. What's her job? Well, she got sponsorships. She got a major social media platform, but she done been seen with 50 niggas, all right? All on payday. All right, I'm not saying she's selling that box. Well, she got a father that's worth $200 million. She ain't worth $200 million. Okay, so just because Steve Harvey got the money don't mean she got the money. That's a grown-ass woman, and she got to make her own way. But I've been saying for a long time, she mahi. She's rent for lease. She's leased not to own. And men paying the fee to lease Lori Harvey, all right? She's not in the romantic love. As you can see, that nigga Michael, what's his name? I like that one dude. Michael, he's a great actor. All right, but Michael tried to fall in love with a whore. I mean, with an alleged working girl, and she was like, "This ain't love. Don't mix with this pimping. Love don't mix with this pimping." Michael B. Jordan, love don't mix with this pimping. Michael B. Jordan should win the Oscar for Sinners. By the way, he should win the Oscar for Sinners. All right, if he don't win the Oscar for Sinners, it's rigged. All right, so Michael B. Jordan should win the Oscar for Sinners, but Michael B. Jordan been known to pay for mahi. All right. I ain't trying to put people business out here, but the business already in these streets. So, but by the way, all right, she a renter, she a rent to own. She for lease. All right, Lori Harvey for lease. Same thing as all these other girls out here. And what'll happen is these girls will come out here and they get their heart broken by one of their tricks or one of they pay for play guys, and then they'll come out here and try to act like, oh, I just want love. All right, I just want to be relationship on it. They want that for the dudes that don't pay. They all washed out and passed around and paid out. Nobody out here, they can't get top dollar no more. There's a new 18, 19-year-old girl that hit the block. All right. And now these women want to run around here and fall out in love. All right. But that's the reality of the love gone, man. Look, these women been on the casting couch and selling that punani since the beginning of the time. They're going to do it to the end of time. You could be in the game or the outside the game. You can still trying to come out here and get married pussy all you want. I want to get it off of married. I want her to really like me. I want genuine burning desire. Not from no bad chick. All right. It ain't happening. It's not happening. Yacht girls, Kardashians. You guys got to realize this. I want you to realize this. If you ever want to know the inner workings of a woman, take her social media. This is what you want to do. This is what you want to do. If you really want to know how your girl thinks, make a Finsta account, pull up your girl's social media, follow everybody she follows. Just mirror her following. And then for 2 weeks straight, follow all them goofy ass posts that she be watching and liking. Same thing as her TikTok and her YouTube. Just follow everything she gets and see all this shit that she getting in terms of being coached by whores and escorts that are posing as coaches and inspirational speakers. I showed you one. It was a woman out there looking like a Dubai porta potty queen. And she's like, I teach women how to start businesses. She teach women how to sell pussy. That's what she teach women how to do. All right. But she an inspirational woman. She mad inspirational. All right. She's like, she's not Andrew Tate-ish, but she don't never show her job. I coach women how to start businesses and they get escort advice. Not Sadia Khan. It's another girl. I showed her one time and I was like, nah, this is an escort. All right. But that's neither here nor there. And I ain't mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Like, I like that part of the game. I wish the game could just be wide open. I wish they could be honest. But, you know, a lot of people like to thump their Bible and say their prayers, and they want to show me their fat, ugly wife that they didn't have to pay for and shit like this. And I didn't have to pay. Look at my wife, fat, ugly ass wife. All right. Okay, good. Shout out to you for that plain Jane. All right. Nobody was going to marry her but your goofy ass. Nobody else proposed to her but your dumb ass. All right. But shout out to you. She had 0 people after her to marry her when your ass got down on bended knee. Congratulations, nigga. All right. All right. Then show me some attractive women now. All right. Show me some attractive motherfucking women. All right. Let me see this hottie thottie. Trying to brag about you won't pay for your, and wait till you divorce your ass. You gonna pay then. You gonna pay up the nose with a rubber hose. All right. You gonna pay $20 million like Chris Angel fixing to pay. But what I'm going to say is that a lot of people don't want to know and acknowledge this part of reality and don't really know how this is interfering with the dating marketplace. It's interfering greatly with the dating marketplace because men and women are taking advice. Men are taking advice from pimps. I don't get it. Like, bro, how you gonna pimp your girlfriend? Like, you can't run pimp game on a girlfriend, nigga. You could try.
Do you have the stomach?
You could try. I'm gonna keep my whore in check, and I never, bitch of mine can't never keep a dime on your girlfriend. Nah, bro. All right, I'm gonna keep my pimp hand strong, and I'm gonna pimp the bitch with my mouth and not my hands. All right, shut the fuck up. Shut up, nigga. You just gonna go through a cycle of girls. She gonna get tired of the pimping because she ain't a real hoe. All right, and you gonna try to put the ism in the pimping on a regular bitch. All right, like a goofy ass nigga. All right, you know what? The pimping is made for the woman to sell that punani in the Momo and get the stank beat off of it, and you supposed to eat the pussy after that. That's what the pimp does. All right, that's what a pimp does. Y'all trying to pimp regular church girls and bitches like this, all right, and it don't work. Y'all trying to pimp your wife. All right, part of the pimping is she got to get smashed by another dude, and probably 10 dudes in a day, and you supposed to fuck her afterwards. Do you have the stomach?
Do you have the stomach?
And you hoes, you women, taking advice from these escorts and these hoes, talk about if he don't give you a Birkin bag, throw the whole nigga away. Look, you taking relationship advice from whores is gonna work just as good as these niggas taking relationship advice from pimps. All right, it's gonna work like a disaster.
Do you have the stomach?
It's gonna work like the Hindenburg, the Titanic. All right, that's how it's gonna work. Y'all gonna get torn up out here, and that's what's happening. These women are taking advices from whores and skeezer. They do this from 16 to 28, then they finally wake up with nothing but a stinking punani to show for it. Nothing to show for it. All right, you men running around here taking advice from pimps, knowing that these niggas don't have no dental plan, and at 54, their teeth is missing. All right, they don't show you that part of the pimping. They don't show you that part of the pimping. All right, they can't even get veneers with they old pimp ass. All they got is old clown, gray and gold suits. All right, running around here in shiny ass shoes, talking about how they put bitches on the blade back in the day. All right, but no dental plan. All of a sudden, they teeth is gone. All right, they teeth's all rotten out, and they got that hollow ass, deacon ass, stinking ass church breath to show for it. That's all they got.